And there we go.
Spinning around one final blocker.
Oh, what a move to get around.
Going from 0 to gone.
Oh man, that was gorgeous.
Oh, and a juke back to the end. That was beautiful.
And that's our game.
Hello. There we go. There we go. Hi, welcome to the semifinal game for PNW Pile-up. On one side, we have Emerald City Wizard of Squads. On the other side, we have the PNW Roller Bats. We're going to do a quick roster read after some quick housekeeping. Once again, reminder, stay on the other side of the black barriers. Make sure you paid for parking. Support Junior's Roller Derby by buying stuff from the bake sale. And if you wanted to get some Wreckers merch made, come back tomorrow. Our heat press person has left for the day. All right, roster reads real fast. Let's start with Emerald City. Number 01, Babe. 02, Land Tuna. 12, Donna Diggler. 137, Pickle Slick. 15, Supernova. 222, Electric Mayhem. 26 is Shreddy. 44, Pretty Boy. 54, Triple Axel. 58, Honey Punch. 77, Gnarly Rose. 88, Deadly Dorothy. 99, Wormageddon. And your coaches are Adam Splitter and Ox. And now from the PNW Roller Bats. 209, Bonita Bandera. 33, Chi-Chi. 7399, Chronic Tush. 317 is Death Valley. 613, Dreidel. 206 is Bones. 925, MEKO. 10, Lock and Load. Number 8 is Mad Vaccine. 93, Malibu Zombie. 411 is Rocket. 13 is Sneaky Juan. Number 4 is Speeding Beauty. 1969, Ube B. 4500, and your captain is Waterhammer. Less than 2 minutes till we start roller derby. These teams will be playing for who will get to play in the first place game tomorrow. So our first semifinal game of the tournament. Good luck to both teams. Have so much fun. Don't forget to support Junior's Roller Derby at the bake sale.
Okay, I am Bratmobile here announcing this game as well, and I have a pretty special guest who is going to co-announce with me.
Hi, I'm Tough Love. They pulled me out of the stands.
Yeah, Tough Love just played in the last game, so that will be. It's really fun to have a announcer from one of our visiting teams with us. We have about 50 seconds or so until the game gets started. We just got our updated roster, so we know who some folks are. I believe both of these teams have already played today and won both of their games. And this, as JB mentioned, is our first semi-final game of this tournament. So very exciting, high stakes.
For all the potatoes.
I'll let you keep that one. Okay, getting lined up here for jam number 1. All right, with that swoopy whistle, we're just about to get started here. We have Emerald City Wizards of Quad in the green and PNW Bats in the black and gold. And our jammers are Supernova and Sneaky Juan. Sneaky Juan is out as lead jammer. Pack is sort of speeding up a bit. Supernova is about a quarter track behind now. coming in and scoring points. Oh, big collision there. Oh, quick pass by Supernova, picking up some points there. And that's the call off from Pacific Northwest Bats. Yeah, Wizards of Quad were able to steal some points there, despite not being leads. So they ended up with 6. PNW Bats with 3.
Strong start for Emerald.
Okay, we have 2 more jammers out. Looks like 222 for Emerald City, who is
Electric Mayhem.
Electric Mayhem. And then we have Speeding Beauty for PNW Bats.
Bit of a drawback right off the whistle there from Emerald.
Looks like our Bats jammer is out, Speeding Beauty as lead. Electric Mayhem fighting up the outside. Yeah, out on their initial now as Speeding Beauty has entered the pack and is scoring. Picked up 4 points, and there's the call off. Yeah, as I just heard on the house announcer, it is a lead change now. 1 point separating these teams. I imagine this is going to be a lot of back and forth between these 2 teams.
I feel like this whole tournament has been really well matched.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what I've been hearing.
I love to see that. I love good close derby.
Yeah. All right. 5 seconds, a little bit of movement before the whistle here.
We have Lock and Load jamming for the Bats and Rose hits for Quads.
Big hit. Lock and Load is out. I think that is 3 for 3 leads for the Bats so far.
I think you're right.
Oh, nice work on the inside line there by Lock and Load. Rose hits about 20 feet
tail.
behind. Lock and Load checking in with the bench, seeing what they want to do here. Looks like grabbing 1 point and calling it before Wizards of Quad has an opportunity to score.
I don't know if y'all can hear it on the stream, but they are playing excellent tunes here in-house. Hard to not dance along.
Yeah, we're very blessed with excellent DJs here at Rose City.
Oh, so fun.
Okay, we got getting ready for Jam 3. Emerald, Wizards of Quad, a little bit up. Packs starting a little bit spread out here. And we have Babe versus Bones as our jammers. Both jammers still caught in the pack as we enter the first apex. Babe very close, but it is Bones. Oh, who escaped the pack, but unfortunately with a track cut. So this is a power jam for Wizards of Quad. And there is, it appears, no lead jammer. So this will go the entire 2 minutes.
Looks like they're correcting that.
Yes, they're giving it to Babe here. So this is the first lead for Wizards of Quad. Looks like they're going to pick up a couple points and ice that Bats jammer in the box. After those 4 points were picked up, just 1 point separating these teams. Very exciting. All right, so as we enter jam number 4, Wizards of Quad has a power start. Everyone's sort of starting up near the pivot line. Lots of O being played and a very quick lead for Supernova. Coming around now for a scoring pass. Oh,
We do have
lots of
jammer
power.
out of the box for the Bats. Star in hand.
Oh, wow. Great moves there.
Slipping
Almost
right through those spread out blocks.
Yeah,
in the
great
back.
job by Emerald City to recycle up. They almost lost the jammer there, but were able to make enough movement and cause a hit out and recycle that jammer. And I do believe we now have a lead change with a big jam for Wizards of Quad, really taking advantage of that power start. and a star pass to the Bats pivot, which is Bonita Bandera. Emerald City is from Eugene, and I don't know where PNW Bats is from.
Probably somewhere in the Pacific Northwest.
Yes, I would imagine based on their name. Yeah, this is a fun tournament. I'm not as familiar with some of the local teams as I'd like to be, so it's been
either.
it's nice that I'm having this opportunity to watch them and announce them.
Yeah, chat. Let us know. Let us know where the Bats are
Yes,
from.
if you know where the Bats are based out of in the Pacific Northwest, then let us know. Let us know.
We've
All
got
right.
Electric Trick back on the jam line against Speeding Beauty.
Yes.
Oh, a little hit out at the front against Trick.
Yeah, Speeding Beauty is our lead, but Electric Mayhem is pretty close behind, maybe a quarter track. Big hits happening, and there is the call-off. Not sure if that was any point score. Yep, I think that was a 0-0.
Yeah, tangled up by your own blocker. The worst feeling.
Yeah, Emerald did a good job of sort of running up to the top there to prevent that scoring. I think they want to hold on to the lead they've been able to carve out for themselves after that power jam. Bats are a BIPOC pickup team from around the Seattle area. Thank you, Alyssa Nobles, for letting us know that. Yeah, I think I did know that they were a pickup team, but I wasn't sure where specifically they are from. That is very cool. I'm really excited to have them here. So far, great derby being played by the Bats as well as the Wizards of Quad. Both jammers are very close. Wizards of Quad was lead, and they decided to call it off. Yeah, very low scoring so far. And low penalties, only one penalty, which was that jammer penalty in Jam 4. Oh, very cool, yeah. I love like regional and pickup teams that like pull from the wider area. Very cool. All right, we are back. We have Shreddy for Wizards of Quads and Bones for PNW Bats. Pack's getting a little bit spread out here. Bats are up at the front. Hit out by Wizards of Quad on the Bats jammer Bones. Both jammers still working on their against the respective walls. And some penalties are happening for blockers. So it looks like one apiece for each team. So we have a little bit of a micro pack. Yeah, almost a full minute with no lead, but both jammers getting out together with Bones for Bats as lead, who's going to go ahead and call it. I think this is what, our third 0-0 jam. So score's not moving, time's ticking down.
Honestly, those 0-0 jams are a win for me. Anytime
I
they
agree, yeah.
make me jam, I'm like, ooh, we can just not deal with it.
We're
We'll just
done.
reset.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep moving, keep it moving, keep it pushing. Lots of good camaraderie between our jammers here. Seeing some high fives. Always love to see that. That's Supernova and Lock and Load. Both jammers hit to the inside, getting a little tangled up with each other. Emerald City, Wizards of Quad up in the front with a tripod. Both teams still short a blocker. Emerald City getting close, but it is Lock and Load who is our lead jammer for PNW Bats. Haven't been seeing too many cat passes or stars being pulled so far in this game.
Taking them off, yeah.
But there has also been pretty quick with one jammer getting out,
Yeah, they're
the other
right
behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All these jams could go either way, it feels like, right at the beginning there.
Yeah, so we have 4 points picked up by PNW Bats, and we are going to go to timeout. This is this timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX. Well, we're on our timeout. I'm also going to shout out some of our other sponsors. Shout out Good Bar, the official bar of RCR. Keep the good times rolling after the game. Come be yourself at Good Bar.
You couldn't see it on the stream, but you all missed a very cute moment between Speeding Beauty and Mad Maxine holding hands as they walked, or rolled, I suppose, to the jam line. They're having fun out there.
Yeah, it seems like all of the teams who have been here are having a great time. It's like, I think one of the great things about tournaments like this, it's like everyone gets to go out, play some hard derby, but also, you know, be with other people in the local community. It's very cool.
Absolutely.
All right.
High fives for everyone.
Yeah, high fives for everyone. High fives all around. Okay, we're wrapping up this Wizards of Quads timeout and getting ready to go into jam number 9 in the first half. PNW Bats have a little bit of a pack disadvantage with one in the box. Electric Mayhem pushing up at the top, and Speeding Beauty fighting against a 4-wall of Quads in the back with a little bit of offensive help from number 411.
Rocket, it looks like.
Oh, big hit there. But Electric Mayhem is out as lead. Speeding Beauty with, looks like 2 or 3 to beat. No pack is called. Ooh. Big impact there. And, oh, yeah, it is a back block, unfortunately, on Electric Mayhem. So this jam is going to go for the full 2 minutes, and it is going to be a power jam for Speeding Beauty. Quads really locking down the defense here. Bats coming up to play some O. Packs, they've got a goat in the back, but I'm not able to hold on to it. Pack getting a little bit spread out. Hearing a whistle. Someone's getting a penalty.
It's a multiplayer called by one of the OPRs.
Yeah, so it was on Honey Punch of Wizards of Quad. Electric Mayhem is back on the track and scoring. I believe that Speeding Beauty is still on the initial,
I
so
think
not yet
so,
scoring.
yeah.
But and we have about just under 30 seconds left in this jam. So maybe enough time for Wizards of Quad to get a couple more points here, extending their lead a little bit.
Looks like star in hand. We were just talking about
Yeah.
that they're not taking them off. Ooh.
Oh, big pile up here.
Down but in, it seemed like.
Yes.
Good staying in the line there.
Yeah, and with that completion of that scoring pass, the jam comes to its natural conclusion. Hard fight for everybody in that one. 2-minute jam's not fun.
I was just going to say we love them. We love 2-minute
I love
jams.
watching. Participating, not so much.
Too much of a good thing. We like being out there playing. Don't make me do it for 2 minutes.
Yeah. So that was an 8-point jam for Wizards of Quads. They're starting to extend their lead a little bit, but still pretty close between these two teams.
Nice start way up front at the pivot line. Haven't seen a ton of that this game.
Yeah, a little bit of a different setup. We have Ubebi for the Bats. Stuck still in the Rose Hits is out as lead, was shaking her head about something.
We've all been there.
Yeah. Yeah, now fighting against this 2-wall of, it looked like number 13399, or 7399 and 317 for Bats. Quads has a goat in the back. Oh, yeah, so it looks like we did have a couple of penalties on PNW Bats here on their jammer and one of their blockers in that jam.
Pivot, it looks like.
Yeah, so one of them was a cut. They were both cuts.
Honestly, I love a blocker cut.
Yeah, you know.
It's fun. It's, you know, we
yeah.
got to follow those rules about having position too.
Yes, yeah, it's one that you can kind of forget about. So yeah, another pretty big jam for Wizards of Quad, 7 points, and we do have a timeout called by PNW BATS now. Makes sense, you know, take a little bit of a reset here. And I'm going to shout out some of our sponsors. 187 Killer Pads, often imitated, never duplicated. Stick with the best. They are our exclusive protective gear sponsor of RCR. Yeah, PNW BATS starting to run into a tiny bit of penalty trouble here. Nothing crazy, but I think it could be one of the contributing factors to the score starting to tip a little bit in favor of Wizards of Quad in the last couple of jams.
Looks like Wizards are looking to send out Deadly Dorothy for this power start. They seem like they have a plan. They look like they have a
Yeah,
plan.
they're discussing, they're thinking about it. What are we going to do? Take advantage of this this opportunity for them. All right, looks like we have Wizards of Quad doing a little bit of offense. Big hit and catch from number 8 on BATS. They've done a good job holding onto this jammer as we get into turn 2. The pivot is returning from the box for BATS, as well as their jammer, who's on the initial.
We do have lead for Emerald, Deadly Dorothy.
Yeah,
for some points now.
out and score. Ooh,
Wow,
huge hit
big
onto
hit.
a jammer. They lose the pass. That's a nice
That's
shiny
from
helmet.
pretty boy at the front. That is a nice shiny helmet.
All
Do
right.
they have the star?
They have lost it,
Star on the
unfortunately.
track.
Their pivot has picked it up. So not a star pass, but the pivot is allowed to pick it up, giving it back to their jammer so that they can put it on and score some points here. Both jammers are scoring now, and Wizards of Quad are going to go ahead and call it off. So 1 point for PNW BATS, 4 for Wizards Quad. So pretty good power jam kill for the BATS there, only losing 3 points in that jam. And here we have our Radical Wheels replay. Yeah, that's that big hit from Pretty Boy onto Ooh Baby.
A lot of derby before the whistle. Some quick movements right there between the 5 seconds and the whistle.
Yeah. We have lock and load for PNW BATS. I believe this is their first time jamming. Did some excellent blocking, but it is Supernova who picks up lead here. Lock and load, about a half a track behind, is also out now. I see Bonita Bandera sort of calling the BATS up to the front as Supernova approaches and comes in, snags some points, and calls it off.
Great to see Locke out there jamming. I know Locke's getting some love in the chat. Looks like PB is too. I'm thinking that's probably Pretty Boy with that big hit.
I gotta say, one of my favorite derby names I've seen. I think that's a great derby name.
So good. So good.
All right, as we are taking off now on Jam 14, we have Electric Mayhem and Bones. I think this is a matchup we've seen a couple times. Electric Mayhem able to push the BATS out of play there up at the front. We are seeing Bones pull the cap, so maybe during those timeouts, that was something they talked about, looking for those pass opportunities. Oh, great offense from Wizards of Quad there. But Bones is now free. We're back out. Electric Mayhem makes a pretty nice, clean pass with some help, some offensive help from their teammates.
Electric is my my number twin, 222.
Very nice. Going to shout out a couple of our sponsors real quick. Portland Vital Signs and Gigantic Brewing. Okay. I think that's Rose Hits, and is that Ubaby? No, Sneaky Juan, who we saw earlier, but haven't seen a couple of jams, who is quickly out as lead, on sneaking up that outside, as their name would indicate. Rose Hits still stuck in this wall, taking a big hit from Bonita. Some nice offense from 1399 on the bats to help get Sneaky Juan out on that scoring pass. So yeah, 30 points separate these teams. That was the first points that PNW Bats have picked up in a couple of jams. I think they'll want to really prioritize trying to get that lead so they can pick up those points as we go into sort of the last third of this half.
All kinds of fractions going on.
Yeah, you know, I have a degree in math, so I feel like got to put it to use.
Yep.
All right, and we are off. Ooh, quick lead for Gnarly Rose. I think this maybe is Gnarly Rose's first time jamming this game.
That sounds right to me.
Yeah.
We've got Speeding Beauty also at the front of the pack, trying to get out on
Big
that initial.
hit out by number 4500 from Bats on the inside.
4500, Water Hammer, big hit, Water Hammer, nice.
Yeah. And that is 4 points picked up by Wizards of Quad in that jam. All right, we have both jammers on the Jam on Hawthorne jam line. The rest of the pack of the blockers all up near the pivot line. Not too much movement before that whistle. Both jammers coming in with some speed. That is Ubaby able to sort of juke around those two wall of Emerald, but they are able to grab on.
Looks like Emerald's pivot. Headed to the box with a direction. Nice hit out right at the top there.
Looks like we have our Wizards of Quads jammer Supernova is out as lead. Ubaby just finished the initial. Wizards of Quad looking to score points. Huge hit by Bonita there, but is not able to prevent Quads from picking up 4 points there. Oh, we love to see it, you know, big hit, big hug.
I believe that was Bonita on the bats, giving
Yes.
some love to the Wizards jammer.
Here's a Radical Wheels replay of that big hit there.
Ooh, some shuffling.
Yeah, a lot of movement here before the whistle. Have Bones and Electric Mayhem. Electric Mayhem hit out by the bats.
Oh, smart play there from Trick, knowing that Initiator had lost position by going down there with that hit.
Yeah.
Nowhere in pass.
Yeah, smart re-entry there. A big drawback on everybody. We're playing Derby in reverse. Everybody is moving back. We have very far out of play in the front.
With the pack in the back.
Yeah.
Wacky.
Yes, we have Electric Mayhem, up the 2 to beat up in the front of this very long, drawn-out pass, and is almost free, and there is with the lead. Bones has pulled the cap now. Is looking for possibly a pass to their pivot, number 93. Electric Mayhem now back in the pack and scoring points. Bones still working on the initial. I'm hearing some whistles, so something happened. Oh, and there is the star pass to Pickle Slick. And I see one of the quads headed to the box. Oh, it was not Pickle Slick who took the pass. That was the
Slick was our penalty.
Yes, that was Wizards of Quads pivot. All right, yeah, so Quads continue to sort of extend their lead a bit here. We're now 42 points separating these teams as we go into Jam 18. We have number 10 Lock and Load from PNW Bats versus Rose Hits from Wizards of Quad. Lock and Loaded pretty far up at the top and is lead. That's what we need from the Bats right now, is to be able to get these leads, get those point scoring opportunities so they can start closing some of this gap. The Bats are still holding on to Rose Hits in the pack. A little bit of a collision there. Hearing some whistles.
High block.
High block
And
onto
load
Lock and Load, unfortunately. So this will be a full 2 minute. Oh, and also, it was a cut on Lock and Load, and the high block was on Rose Hit. So we're gonna have a little jammer in, jammer out. PNW Bats are scoring. Rose Hit is still on the initial. Pack getting a bit spread out. Lock and Load fighting against all 4 quads up in the front of the pack. Hearing some more whistles. I think that was on Benita for Bats. Yeah, Lock and Load working hard up at the front. Yeah, Rose Hits has the cap, and that is a star pass, I believe. Yes. To Pickle Slick. Yeah, pretty quick scoring pass. There's 2 Bats in the penalty box, so making a little bit lighter work for Pickle Slick here. Ooh, big hit by Lock and Load onto number 8 from the quads. And we have 5 seconds left in this jam. Pickle Slick looking to grab a couple more points here before the clock expires.
Wow, exciting jam. Excellent offense from both teams, just trying to bust up the defense.
Yeah, both teams are doing a good job really like responding to what's happening in the moment and taking advantage of their opportunities. Jammer's working hard. Jammer's working hard. This replay that we just saw was brought to you by Radical Wheels. Radical Wheels for radical humans. And I think we have a timeout being called. An official review.
Exciting.
By, I think it was called by Bats. This timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX. I'd also like to shout out one of our other gear sponsors, 888, elevating derby safety standards with cutting-edge technology, 888. So yeah, again, the score has sort of continued to spread in favor of the quads. At the very beginning, we saw a lot of leads going to the Bats, but Wizard of Quad were able to sort of reverse that, and I think picking up the majority of the leads in the last couple of jams, and that's really, I think, helped them get where they are in terms of points being collected.
And making a good star pass when they don't. We've got someone in the chat saying go Pickle. That was an excellent star pass with points in that last jam there.
Yeah, love it. Love the pivot points. Love when a pivot gets to score those points.
Yep.
All right,
As a
let's
pivot.
see
Me
if
too.
we're going to get to hear what this official
Oh, it was a
review-
timeout.
Oh, it was just a timeout.
Yep. OR as a timeout for the Bats.
Excellent. Okay, so they were not asking for anything, and we're going to get underway again.
Asking for a breather.
Yeah.
60 seconds,
If
please.
we're 5 minutes left, you might as well use it because you will lose that official review. So, all right, and that is a quick lead for the Bats. Number 4, Speeding Beauty. They are holding Babe, who is jamming for Wizards of Quad, is being held by the Bats near the back of the pack, making some moves. One to beat and does so.
Wow.
Bats coming in to play some offense for Speeding Beauty here, trying to get all of those points. Oh, and that was an upswept creative apex jump by Babe for all 4. Beautiful. And Speeding Beauty going to go ahead and call it there before Babe can come back around to outscore them.
They looked like they surprised themselves with that apex jump, giving a big shrug to the audience around.
Good. We get to see it again on the Radical Wheels replay. Love Adam Splinter, the coach. So stoked in the background.
With the ruby slippers. I love it.
think I got. All right. We are underway. We have Sneaky Juan and Supernova jamming. A little bit of a pile up, but everyone back up and move in. Supernova fighting against the Bats tripod up at the top, but it is Sneaky Juan who is able to run around the outside for lead.
That's the jammer dream. Try to not touch him if you can.
Yes,
if you can
yeah.
help it.
It was really able to move quickly up that line and get out of there. Supernova has a hard fight up at the front against all 4 Bats, but is able to push them out of play. Sneaky One working on that scoring pass, decides to call it there. After picking up, let's see, it looks like 3 points. I'd like to thank 503 Distilling, the official canned cocktail and spirit sponsor of RCR. Huckleberry Lemonade, Vodka Cran, Whiskey Rhubarb Smash, 503 Distilling raises the bar on canned cocktails. My co-announcer JB in the last game had one and said it was very delicious. And we are off. We have Electric Mayhem and Bones out jamming. Ooh, big hit by, I think that's 9-5 for Bats onto Electric Mayhem. Bones is out for lead, sneaking around those last couple of quads skaters. Oh, and we have a star pass, number 88, the pivot for quads.
Big cheers from the crowd for those points.
Yeah, Bones picked up all of those points. Is still in the front, so trying to see if they're going to be able to get any more. Looks like decide, too risky. I'm going to call it here.
Risky with those Bats blockers in the back.
Yeah, good job on Emerald, protecting those points, moving up to the front, limiting the scoring opportunities of the Bats. All right, and this is our Radical Wheels replay. Is that going to show? Missed the end. I missed what it was showing.
That little duck under was cool.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we were looking for.
Here we are. We have Ubaby and Rose Hits out jamming. Oh, big hit there. Rose Hits working on passing the last couple of Bats skaters up at the front. A penalty called on one of the Bats skaters who was playing offense in the back. Rose Hits with 2 to beat at the front. Pack getting a little bit spread out, but still pretty close. Oh, big hit by Bonita there.
Able to squish that pack back together with a little bit of run back there.
Oh, an excellent offense played by the Bats there to spring Ubaby. Oh, wow. Bonita Bandera up at the top of the pack with that exit hit. Really making Rose Hit's life difficult in this jam. Who is going to go ahead and pull the cap there. Yeah, Ubaby working on that scoring pass. A little bit of offense coming in.
And some excellent defense against that pivot. They had them Pickle knocked out and run back before they even took the pass. Now that the pass is done, another run back.
There is that scoring pass for PNW Bats. That's what they need at this point, is really just putting points on the board. Yes, the pass did happen to Pickle Slick, who is still working on the initial for the quads.
With another run back.
Yeah. Yeah, working up at the top. Getting a little spread out. Oh, but there's the exit hit. Yeah, Bats not wanting to give this one up. Looks like it's going to be the last jam of this half. They want to, put their mark on it, get those points.
Finishing strong this first half.
All right, and that does take us to halftime. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Hi, we're back because there was an official review called at the very end of that half. So we thought we were going to halftime, but actually we're going to resolve this official review. It looks like it was called by Wizards of Quad. So hopefully we will get some information shortly on what it's all about. You can see our wonderful ref crew discussing here in the middle.
They look like they're thinking really hard.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta.
We're getting some love for Bones in the chat as well. Some for the Bats, some for Emerald. Some gorgeous, gorgeous jukes.
Yeah. Yeah, really fun first half. Bats really did a good job of closing some of that point differential
Yes.
that started to get spread around like 50-ish points. We're down to closer to 30, which is where you sort of want to be when you go into the half, having a bit of a spread. All right, looks like we are going to hear a little bit of info here on the mic.
Emerald City is requesting a forearm on Black Blocker 209. We will be issuing that penalty.
Okay. So it looks like a pretty good use of an official review by Wizards of Quad there. So the Bats will start with one in the box when we come back from halftime. All right, and there's that halftime whistle, and we are actually at halftime, so we'll see you in about 10 minutes. back for the second half. It is 77 for Wizards of Quad versus 42 for PNW Bats. Bats are going to start with a little bit of a pack deficit due to that official review at the very end of the half. And here we are. We are off very quickly with Speeding Beauty pushing up at the front, but it is, Supernova shrugging off a hit at the very end who gets lead.
Another one of those jams where it looked like it could have been either of them.
Yes, the lead calls have been very, very close in this game, as well as the last game, too. Jammers getting out, and then the other jammer being right behind them. We now have 2 bats in the box. The pivot is standing, and blocker sitting, so pretty significant pack advantage for the quads here as we go into Jam 2. Okie dokie. Who we got? Jamming. Electric Mayhem and Sneaky Juan. A big hit by, was that 9-3 from Bats. And it is Sneaky Juan out as lead despite that pack disadvantage. So great work by the Bats there to hold on to Electric Mayhem. And it was a track, you could see the Bats blockers asking for it, and it was a track cut on Electric Mayhem. So this puts Sneaky Juan in a power jam position. Wow, nice work there. Staying in bounds, running up the outside. So this is a really good opportunity for PNW Bats because they do have some ground to make up in terms of points. Big hit there from Quads. Taken out by 209 Benita from Bats. Long drawback on Sneaky Juan.
Love that help from Mad Maxine at the top saying, no, you are out, go out. Do your run back.
Yeah, sometimes you need it. Keep our blockers, they want to keep their jammer on the track. Good offense from the Bats there to help Sneaky Juan finish that scoring pass. Electric Mayhem is back on the track with the cap pulled, still working on that initial. Oh, wow, staying in bounds on that outside, but is taken down by 139 from the Bats.
Good job, though, Triple Axel stopping that run back.
Yeah, that's something I've noticed that both of these teams are doing really well, preventing that run back, looking at who the initiator is and trying to hit them out of bounds. A little bit of a pile up here. Sneaky Juan looking for some offense from, I think that's Chronic Tush. Yeah, big hits coming from Chronic Tush, but unfortunately a direction as well.
So hard on the Apex.
Yeah.
Angles don't exist
angles,
in the Apex.
It's, you gotta start you're doing geometry up there.
You with your math degree, you can handle it. The rest of us are lost.
I'm going to shout out one of our sponsors, Porque No Taqueria, the studiest place in Portland, voted the best tacos and Mexican food in PDX. All right, you're looking at 52 for PNW Bats. Big jam for them, 10 points scored. It's Rose Hits and Rocket out jamming. Big hit by Bonita up at the top, but getting pretty spread out. And it was able to get the recycle on Rose Hits, and Rocket is out as lead. A lot of energy from the Bats coming into the second half. Rose Hits still working on that initial, thinks about playing a moment of jammer defense. Rocket caught up on 0-1 from the Quads. Coming out of the box is Chronic Tush playing some offense. Benita also playing some offense. Yeah, Bats doing a good job sending some of their blockers to help their jammers while still playing pretty effective D against Rose Hits up at the top. Oh, wow. Huge hit from Chronic Tush.
Excellent teamwork, distant teamwork. They're all doing their own thing, but they're all communicating.
Yeah, a lot of going in pairs, which can be really effective. So yeah, trying to take advantage of these leads, take advantage of the scoring opportunity. And it looks like we have had a star pass completed by the quads. So it is Deadly Dorothy now who is lead, still, or not lead, who is the jammer, still working on the initial pass and finishes it as Rocket comes around for a second scoring pass and is going to go ahead and call it there after picking up one more point. I think that is... I'd like to thank one of our sponsors, Buffalo Gap Salon and Eatery, John's Landing favorite eatery and saloon. Got some a great cheer going for the Bats in the crowd. Love to hear it. And we are off on Jam 4. A little bit of a delay on everyone. Very close for the Bats jammer to get out, but it is, wow, Supernova. It was a track cut. So that is a power jam for the Bats. Unfortunately, it looks like Baby did pull the cap. So this is going to be a full 2-minute jam. So hopefully the Bats are able to spring Ube and get some points here before Supernova returns. Yeah, lots of strong defensive wall here from the quads, but Bats are coming in to play some offense.
Supernova already on their way back to the track.
Yeah, great penalty kill by the quads there.
That was also like the quickest 30 seconds ever.
Yeah, sometimes some 30 seconds are longer than others.
Absolutely.
I swear. All right, Uebi is out, as is Supernova. So both jammers are going to be scoring. They hear the bench is saying call, but there is no lead, unfortunately.
Not an option.
And Supernova is out, completing that scoring pass with 4 points. Uebi still working on that scoring pass. We have a penalty on Mad Maxine for the Bats. Direction of play. About 20 seconds left in this jam. Quads are looking for more points here on a third scoring pass.
Beautiful little toe hop along the inside there for a couple more points.
Yeah, so despite that penalty, quads have been able to really capitalize and score a lot of points here. Oh, that was beautiful. Yeah, stay in and scored all of this. That is a 16-point jam. That might be the biggest jam of the game so far.
That's a jammer who can like feel the rope under the wheels.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. There's been a lot of like really good awareness of like where they are, how much room they have. Here's a Radical Wheels replay of that run up the line. And you can even see it was, the jam ended, but it was just one hand out of bounds at the end. So like even that awareness to be like, I'm just gonna put this one hand here so that if I needed to, I could get back up. And it's going to be a team timeout for Wizards of Quad. While we're doing that, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Ritual Dyes, Portland's local yarn shop with hand-dyed yarn, tools, and more, owned by a Bud's parent and a Wreckers skater. Got a little mini dance party on the jam line with the Bats.
We're blaring Kesha here in-house. I don't know what you're listening to at home, but we got Kesha going.
Love to see a little dance party at the end of the time during the timeout. Okay, that's the 5. Bats rolling back. They have a little bit of a pack disadvantage. One blocker in the box. And we have Speeding Beauty versus Shreddy. And it is Shreddy, even though Speeding Beauty is out in front. Shreddy is our lead jammer. Looks like Shreddy is considering calling it. Look into the bench for some guidance from Adam Splinter, who says, we're gonna waste a little time because we're on the lead and then call it off. 0-0 jam.
It's another one of those where a 0-0 is a win.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, especially if you're the team that's up, you want to just maintain the lead and keep the clock going. Here we are. I think this is this Electric Mayhem and Lock and Load are our jammers. Electric Mayhem trying the outside. Lock and Load, oh, right behind, but Electric Mayhem kind of blocked Lock and Load and was able to snag that lead. Jammers are very close together.
And the pack is moving. Pickle looking to run back a blocker and snag a point for their jammer.
Yeah, ooh, big spill in the top at the end of that turn. 2 points for the Bats. Was it any points for the Quads? One.
1 point.
So yeah, Bats were able to steal a point there despite not being lead. So worked out for them.
All scrunched up on the jam line here.
Yeah, nice tight pack as we get started. Supernova really runs up the outside, takes advantage of a little bit of space, and is out for lead. Rocket still working against all of the Quads skaters. Bumped to the out by number 26.
Shreddy, the pivot.
Ooh, big hit by the pivot on Bats to stop that. Oh, very spread out pack.
A little out of play up front.
A little out of play,
for a
but you know,
sec.
let it go. So no penalties there. And a little tangle up at the end with a Bats skater and Supernova. But everyone's getting up. 4 points for Quads on that jam.
The Quads have broken 100.
Quads have broken 100. Past that century mark. Sasquatch HR, making nonprofit and small business workplaces better. SasquatchHR.org. We have Sneaky Juan versus Rose Hits. Rose Hits being recycled by the Bats. Sneaky Juan, oh, fighting up against one of the Quad skaters, number 02, but that is a direction. And Sneaky Juan is out as lead. Rose Hits fighting hard, but is going to be recycled again by the Bats.
Water hammer. Both times, I think, with those
Yeah.
run backs.
Sneaky Juan up at the front. Pack is getting spread out. Rose Hits with the star in hand. Ooh, almost out. Does take another hit from 206 on the Bats, but is free. A couple of penalties, one apiece for each team. So both will have a little bit of a micro pack as we go into this next jam. Wizards of Quads have played a pretty clean game, only 9 penalties versus PNW Bats, who have 18, so twice the number. I think that's sort of a theme we saw in the last game as well. One team, Tough Love's team, in fact, playing a very clean game,
So
and I
clean.
think that helped them a lot cinch the victory there.
If you're in Montana, you know that's all thanks to Hammer. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. You heard it, you know. If you don't know, you heard it here
You
first.
heard it here first. Hammer keeps us clean.
Yeah, so we have Electric Mayhem and Speeding Beauty. Speeding Beauty with just one to be, a little bit of a beam dip on the
Beautiful
outside.
beam dip.
Yeah, great lead snagged there. Electric Mayhem still working the pack. Speeding Beauty scoring now, but stuck up in the tripod at the top. Great offense from Land Tuna for the Quads, helping spring Electric Mayhem there. Bats Jammer has all 4 and calls it. WSL Leadership. Learn how to transform interpersonal conflict into organizational justice at WSLleadership.com. Okay, we are at 102 for Wizards of Quads, 71 PNW Bats. Getting ready to go into jam number 9 in the second half. All 4 blockers on the track for both teams. And it's Ubaby versus Supernova. Supernova pushing hard with a little bit of help, but is going to be recycled by the pivot for PNW Bats all the way. Yeah, Mad Maxine.
All the way from the top to all the way to the back.
And that big drawback did really help. Ubaby is out as lead. Supernova has pulled the cap, but doesn't need to pass it. Is out now. Oh, big PNW pile up in turn 1 here. Ubaby looking for those points. Electric Mayhem, or Supernova, excuse me, is out now, is in the pack now scoring, taking some big hits from the Bats. Ubaby still working. Yeah, big drawback by
Water
4500 Water Hammer.
That seems to be a specialty move from Waterhammer. I'm
Yes.
seeing that from them a lot.
Strong. Nice offense by the Bats to help Ubaby out and get those points. Calling it there with 4 points. Both teams picking up 4 points there. Doubletree Portland is the official hotel of RCR. Experience authentic Pacific Northwest hospitality at Doubletree Portland Hotel.
That's where we're staying, and it is excellent.
Good. I'm so glad to hear that our guests are being well taken care of
yeah.
at Doubletree Portland. Okay, we are Jam 11 underway.
Wow.
Quick lead for Deadly Dorothy, who is still contending with Bonita up at the top. Little bit of a spill, which did allow Rocket to also get out right behind Deadly Dorothy. Both jammers racing, pack speeding
Pack's
up just
moving.
a little bit. Both teams trying to get some points there. Ooh, big hit right at the end. Ooh, both jammers getting a little tangled up, checking on each other. Everyone's okay. Love to
Jammer
see.
love.
Yeah, love to see how much camaraderie there is between all of these teams.
Got there.
Yeah.
Those chase downs are tough.
Yeah, it's so hard to be able to like be effective in that moment. You don't want to go out of play and get the penalty, and especially when they've already gotten lead, it's like, ugh, what can you do? All right, we have Rose hits and lock and load. Both jammers fighting. Lock and load running up the outside and is out for lead. Rose hits fighting and it gets a little bit of help and is out as well. Lock and load looking for some points here. Bats trying to break up the wall. Picked up at least 2. I think that's all 4.
All 4 for
yeah,
sure.
calls it
Beautiful.
off. Getting a little bit closer now. I think we're still 30 points separating these teams. But I think at the half we were closer to 40. And about 13 minutes left in this game.
Got Jordan in the chat saying, love close games. Everyone fighting so hard out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. 30 points, that's not nothing, but that's overcomable for sure. This is a close game, absolutely.
All right, we have an official timeout. This timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX. I think we are back underway now after that very quick official timeout, making sure everything is right and how it should be. All right, very quick lead for Speeding Beauty. Electric Mayhem working those lines, trying to find a way out of this pack.
Star in hand.
Yeah, Speeding Beauty is back in the pack, pushing hard against the last 2 quads up at the top and does make it out for 4 points. Looking for that pass, and it is complete. So we now have Shreddy as our jammer. Oh, great quick pass by Speeding Beauty. Oh, I think this maybe was an injury call off. So we're going to take a quick break from that. Make sure everybody is okay on our teams. Right now we are sitting at 109 Wizards of Quad, 87 PNW Bats. We have 10 penalties for the Wizards of Quads and 18 for PNW Bats. And we have 12 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in this game. All right, everyone is getting up and skating on, so happy to see that. Take a little bit of a moment here to get everyone collected. And I'll also shout out some of our sponsors, Trailhead Credit Union and the Portland Mercury. Thank you for sponsoring us. Also say thank you to Black Cat Plumbing, your local neighborhood plumbing company and a proud sponsor of RCR since forever. Getting ready now for jam number 13, lucky number 13. A little bit of a chat with the officials, but I think we'll be underway any moment now. Get to see Adam Splinter's short shorts and sparkly shoes.
Beautiful boots. Those Dorothy Ruby slippers.
Yeah. Very fun. And, you know, he's been moving. He's been running around in those things, and that is very impressive to me. You know, roller derby is hard. Running around in heels also hard. Coaches work hard.
Different kinds of hard. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we have Supernova and Sneaky Juan as our jammers. Oh,
Wow,
Sneaky Juan able to just
beautiful.
jump around on that outside line. Really great work there. Oh, big hit by, is that 9-3 for the Bats to recycle Supernova back into the pack. Not able to continue holding on to Supernova, though, who is out now. Sneaky Juan looking for those points. Getting ready, and just going to go ahead and call it off there. Looks like two points apiece. So a little bit, yeah, as you were saying, a little bit.
I was going to say a little delayed, but that was Malibu Zombie. I wanted to give them love because that was a
yes, that was a
very
great
little
little
run
hit
back.
there. Yes, giving their team a little opportunity to score. Ended up being 2-2 for both teams picking up points there. Now we have a timeout. This timeout is brought to you by Welcome to PDX, RCR's official realtor. I love the jammers just like, I'm just going to sit down. I'm just going to take a little rest here.
To assume an unblockable position for a moment in between jams.
Yeah, let me, you know, working hard. And we are back underway.
Oh,
Rocket trying the outside, not quite able to make it happen. Some offense being played for Rose hits, but still stuck on those Bats blockers. Bonita and I can't see who is, I think that's maybe 8-3 or 9-3 is the number. I think it's really funny that Rose hits gets lead. Rose hits just like shakes her head. Ooh.
who, me?
Yeah, who, me? Big tumble there, tangled up with Bonita, but is out and scoring. A little bit of offense trying to be played for the Bats jammer Rocket, who also has pulled the cap, possibly looking for a star pass, but doesn't need it, is out now. Rose hit still working on this scoring pass, getting ready to call it as Rocket approaches, and does so. I'd like to thank Lionheart Kombucha and Secret Aardvark, some of our wonderful sponsors.
Still within 30 points.
Yeah, it's been pretty consistent. You know, it's a difficult position if you're in the Bats because you're fairly evenly matched. If they get ahead, like how do you close that gap? But both teams fighting very hard for it. And we have another timeout. This timeout brought to you by Welcome to PDX, RCR's official realtor. And this was called by PNW BATS. Yeah, we have one Wizards of Quad blocker in the box. I can't see who it is, but there's one. So Bats will have a little bit of a pack advantage here when we go to jam number 15.
Game-wide, nobody's in huge penalty trouble. We've got one skater with 4, a couple with 3.
Yeah, nothing super significant. Bats do have a few more penalties than Wizards of Quad, which again, with like this being pretty evenly matched teams, could be a contributing factor in where the score is at this point. But yeah, not a huge number of penalties for either team. Nobody in trouble there. And that's going to have the end of timeout whistle, and there is our jam starting. We have Gnarly Rose. I think this is the second jam. Gnarly Rose has been the jammer. And then we have Ooh Baby for Bats.
We do have a multiplayer penalty assessed to Babe, it looks like. Those collapsed tripods, it's hard to let go.
Yeah, we have Gnarly Rose coming around, runs right into 4500 for the Bats.
Waterhammer, at it again.
Yeah, Waterhammer with those big catches and exit hits.
Yep.
Very, very impressive. And we have 2 points picked up by the quads, and there are going to be 2 blockers in the box, 1 for each team. So a little bit of a small pack as we go into the next jam. Oh, one more penalty being assessed to a PNW Bats skater. And we have a timeout
For the officials.
Yeah, probably making sure everybody is where they're supposed to be at this point. This is a welcome to PDX timeout, RCR's official realtor. Oh, it looks like perhaps a quads blocker being released from the box and a Bats skater being sent to the box during this official timeout. We'll be able to see what those penalties were. So it looks like 1 multiplayer and 2 pack-related, position penalties. Very quick lead for Supernova being able to take advantage of that. There only being 2 Bats blockers on the track currently.
Hard to block when there's 2 of you in
It
4 offense.
It is true.
There.
Two blockers, not an enviable position. And I think they are unfortunately going to start the next jam with 3 in the box, since one of the you guys can't see the penalty box, but we can see it. There's 2 Bats blockers sitting and 1 standing, the maximum number of blockers you can have in the box. But they're all smiling. They're having a good time.
Emerald said, hey, that worked. Let's do it again.
And, we are looking for a penalty box sponsor. So if you're interested in that, please contact RCR and you'll get your business mentioned many, many times, because there are always penalties in roller derby.
That's the best sponsor.
Yeah, you guaranteed probably 20 to 40 mentions a game.
And it's the most fun.
Yeah, I agree. All right, we have a lead, which is Rose Hit for Wizards of Quad, working on that scoring pass with Lock and Load coming around looking to score. All of the Bats blockers were able to get out of the box, so that's pretty critical for them at this point.
And Emerald lost a pivot to the box.
Yes.
Pack always gets wonky when you got folks coming in and out of the box like that.
Yeah, it's hard to maintain the pack when there's not that many folks from one team. So yeah, that was a 4-2 jam in favor of Wizards of Quad. Yeah, PNW Bats getting close to that century mark as we go into the last little bit of this game. Wow, great offense from 399, springing Rocket on that outside. Huge hit from Electric Mayhem onto that blocker. Both jammers are out. Rocket is lead, looking to score some points here. Hits the pack and calls it. Refs are conferring about the points. 1 point picked up by the Bats there.
1399 is not on the roster that we have.
I might have said the number wrong.
Okay,
Also,
well,
I will say. So
I think that is it. I was just going to say, if the chat knows who that is, let us know so we can
yeah,
give that
it is
credit.
1399. I can see it on the Radical Wheels replay. But yeah,
love to
great
shout 'em out.
roller derby for 1399 on PNW Bats. All right, we have Ubaby and Supernova. Supernova dancing up that inside line for a quick lead. Bats working to do some offense and are able to spring Ubaby as Supernova returns to the pack. A lot of speed coming in, getting hung up on the Bats pivot and hit out, but is going to go ahead and call it. I think probably picked up most points. All 4. Yep.
Those moments where you're like, I think I've got them all.
I think I've got 'em.
Recaptured, but they're in my pocket.
Yeah. And you don't got to get out. You just gonna pass hips. Okay, lining up near the pivot line. We've seen a couple pivot line starts this game. Oh, and that's a timeout. I think maybe an official timeout. Looks like maybe a spill on the track. I'm seeing our great track team with the towel, working hard.
That might have been someone from the Bats bench
Yes.
cleaning us up.
Well, shout out. You know, we're all working together here
We're
to
all
make
one team.
roller derby safe. Nobody wants to slip in a wet
No,
spot
no.
on the track. That is not ideal for anyone. Little movement here as we get underway. Speeding Beauty, got out, but was a track cut. So this is a power jam for Speeding Beauty of PNW BATS. So this is a big opportunity for BATS to maybe close
Just in time.
and get some points here. Oh, wow, and very quickly is through for 4 points. Come back around for more. Yeah, Bonita Bandera playing some offense for Speeding Beauty, who is able to push that through the Wizards of Quad wall for 4 more points, passing that century mark.
And looking for more.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh,
I hope they
but
get that on the
out.
replay. That was really beautiful.
Beautiful hop around.
Yeah.
Landing down, hands out.
Yeah, did get caught, but is back, still scoring. Ooh, huge hit from 1399. I'm trying to see if I can see that bat skater's name.
Again, the skater we don't have a name for. If you're in the chat, if you know who 1399 is, please let us know.
Yeah. Chronic Tush. That
Chronic
is who
Tush.
1399 is. Shout out to Chronic Tush. Great roller derby being played.
Yep, we have 7399 in our paperwork.
Oh,
There it
there
is.
we go. All right. Happy we were able to figure out who that is. We have Rose Hits and Sneaky Wong. Both jammers fighting. A little bit of a drawback on Sneaky Wong. Rose Hits pushing against the bats. All 4 bats up in the front of the pack. Another recycle on Sneaky Wong. The bats really not wanting to let Rose Hits out. Yeah, some great line work from Rose Hits trying to get around these bats skaters. One of the bats blockers looking for a drawback, didn't get it. Sneaky Wong does have a track cut, so this is going to be a power jam for Rose Hits and PNW, and Wizards of Quad, excuse me.
Perhaps some equipment malfunction in the middle.
Yeah, maybe an untied lace, perhaps. But some quick points picked up by Rose Hits, Wizard of Quad, 3 points. And I think that is icing Sneaky Wong in the box, so they will start with a power jam. Seeing a lot of that in this game and the last. You know, teams really wanting that power start.
It's just fun. It's just fun to know where you need to focus.
Yeah, not having to do offense and defense in the start, just being able to do one, pretty nice. Pretty nice. All right. Electric Mayhem pushing through. Yeah, very effective. Wizards of Quad was able to kind of separate the wall of bats. Ooh, Electric Mayhem just running over an opposing skater. Looks like a low block on one of the bats. Sneaky Wong is now back working on the initial pass as Electric Mayhem is working on this first scoring pass. So both jammers in the pack. Everyone getting sort of bumped out and recycled.
Kinds of run backs. Yeah, Bonita with one, Shreddy with the other. Everybody's running everybody back.
Yeah.
Short time on the clock.
Yeah, Electric Mayhem just says, I think I'm good. I got some points. We still have a good lead. Game is almost done. We have less than 2 minutes left on the game clock. So this could be our last jam, unless it's very short, which, you know, it could be.
And And everybody's got timeouts too. So.
Yes, there's 4 available, and that if
Speaking
someone,
of.
yeah, speaking of, this is a welcome to PDX timeout, RCR's official sponsor or official realtor. Welcome to PDX. So yeah, this is a PNW BATS called this timeout. They do have an additional clock stoppage. They have one more official review that they could use if they so chose. And Wizards of Quad also have a timeout and a official review available to them.
Still at about that 30-point spread. They've held that 30 points
Yeah.
for most of this second half.
Which, you know, it could feel discouraging, but like if you think about it, it's like, okay, in the first half,
Yes.
they were picking up and
Yep.
creating more lead, and even just maintaining it shows an improvement in the play
Absolutely.
in the second half. Being able to be like,
Absolutely.
okay, we're going to lock down, we're going to make adjustments so that it's not just spreading and spreading and spreading.
Yeah, with no change to that spread, that absolutely means a very equal gameplay in
Yeah.
the second period.
Yeah, so definitely adjustments made by the Bats in the second half. And very excited to see both of these teams in their respective games tomorrow. All right, 5 seconds is called. We have one PNW BATS skater in the box. That's Malibu Zombie, still sitting for that low block. And it is going to be Supernova out first as lead. Speeding Beauty has pulled the cap, looking for a possible 2-town Star House star pass. Supernova scoring now. Oh, huge hit by Bonita Bandera, but unfortunately a penalty, maybe a direction if I had to guess. Yes.
That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah. So 2 bat blockers on the track. Malibu Zombie returning.
We see
Pack is speeding up quite a bit. Oh, and Speeding Beauty is able to slip through the center.
Emerald's bench has stood up. They're thinking this might be the
Yeah,
last
I think they might just
Let's cheer us
run it out.
on.
Oh, great move there. Wow.
Wow.
Staying in bounds.
Beautiful.
Beautiful work from Speeding
That's
Beauty.
points.
Yeah, you could even see the Wizards of Quads skaters applauding those moves. Yeah, we have 18 seconds left in this half. It does seem like Wizards of Quad are saying we're lead. We're going to finish it out, minimize the time being the time that the Wizards would be able to score by just ending it here. All right, period clock has expired. We are on jam time now, and Supernova is going to go ahead and call it. We have an unofficial score of 151 versus 117.
Lots
Yeah.
of points in that last jam.
Yeah.
16-12. That's exciting.
Yes, big jam. Oh, great. We have this Radical Wheels replay of that beautiful spin move
Yes. Oh, so
there
good.
by Speeding Beauty.
And the Emerald blocker saying, oh, I almost had him.
All right. We're going to go to having MVP soon, so I think they're going to throw it probably to the house announcers in a second here, but thank you for watching, and we will be back at 9 a.m. I will be there announcing.
I'll be
It's
there playing.
going to be very early for me. But it should be great. Looking forward to it, so hope you will all tune in then. All right. Later.
All right. I do have a few little awards to pass out for everyone here. All right. So to start off, I've got an MVP award, Most Valuable Blocker for the Bats here, to Chronic Tush. Come on. And I have, hold on. It's this one. Okay. I didn't know they had awards. You get a bell. Yeah. And for MVJ, we have Sneaky One. You get a bell, and here's that for you. Congratulations. All right, and I have one more bell to pass out. No certificate, but we do have a little MVP award. Yes. And I'd like to give this here to Bones. Yeah. And for Emerald here, MVP, Deadly Dorothy. There you go. Yeah. And MVJ, we have Electric Mayhem. Congratulations. All right, everyone get together for a photo opportunity.
And there we go.
Spinning around one final blocker.
Oh, what a move to get around.
Going from 0 to gone.